Hello. I have a friend. His name is Marwan. He's 28 and he's a software engineer. And he loves his Samsung phone. WhatsApp and Facebook are his favorite apps. Marwan is middle class. He has most of the things you and I have, except for one. He doesn't have a bank account. And that means that he's cut off from the financial services that we take for granted. And Marwan is not alone. In Egypt, where he lives, 90% of the population is unbanked. Worldwide, there are 2 billion people that have jobs, but no bank account. Why is that? The reason for this is that the average job in a country like Egypt pays $6,000 a year. And with the banking infrastructure as it stands today, this is an unprofitable banking customer. So they're left unbanked. And my friend Marwan is paid his salary in cash every month. And he keeps it in his pocket or at home, hoping not to get robbed. And he stands around in queues because he has to pay for everything in cash. And the internet, it's just a place to visit. He can't buy anything online. Now, companies feel the unbanked problem acutely because both their customers and their employees are unbanked. They have to manage huge amounts of cash. This can cost them as much as 25% of their revenue. So, how do we disrupt this industry? How do we break the cash cycle that people, like my friend Marwan, can have a bank account? Our solution comes in 3 parts. The unbanked problem begins when people have to be paid their salaries. What we do is we offer a cloud-based platform that helps companies to manage the entire payroll process, from calculating the salaries to making the actual payments. The second part of our solution is a DoPay card. For those employees that don't have a bank account, companies can now transfer the salary into the DoPay account. And the third part of our solution is a mobile app for those people, like Marwan, that have a smartphone. And this number is growing spectacularly in emerging markets. We have launched our service in Egypt this month. And in July, we will go live in Ghana. Our plan is to be active in 5 markets by the end of the year. If you want to know more about what you're doing, please come and see me after the presentations. We are DoPay, and we will bank these 2 billion people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Frans, thank you very much. Andrew, you're next, and again, 3 minutes on the clock.
In Africa's big cities, there's often plenty of light and power. But when the sun goes down here in rural Kenya, it's a very different story. Even when power cables are close by, connecting to grid electricity can be just too expensive. So most people rely on kerosene lamps or candles for light, if they can afford them. And with the added risk of fire, people often ration their use.
There are 1.3 billion people that do not have access to electricity. The simple truth is that if we want to have financial inclusion, we're going to need devices, terminals, equipment. And devices need power. So, no power, no inclusion. This was the challenge I found myself facing, was how to provide abundant, affordable electricity. As Joyce said earlier, people do not necessarily have money on any one particular day or time. Poor people who live off-grid, how do they get that access to energy? So we've designed and built what we call the home power station. It's a solar-powered system which provides light, radio, 5-volt, 12-volt, even 240-volt AC supply into people's homes. Now, actually, that's not the real innovation. The real innovation is that people do not need to buy it. They don't need to rent it, and they don't need to lease it. They simply pay for the energy that they use. So on this metered system, they make a payment using something like M-Pesa, the mobile phone payment system. They get a code back, they put that into the home unit, and then that credits them with the amount of energy that they can then use and spend as they need. But access to energy is far more than light, entertainment, communication, and even powering devices. This system allows people to set up small businesses. It enables them to get credit ratings. It gives them the potential for access to the internet, along with all of the health and educational benefits that come with that. So what stage are we at? We've developed the system, we've field trialed it, we've been working on it for the last couple of years. We're just at the stage of raising finance for the pilot stage, and before we take it on to scale nationally and internationally. We seem to have had a lot more offers of finance for that stage. But the interesting opportunity, and there'll be people in this room that see this opportunity now, for those who have the vision to see it, there will be a confluence in the future of airtime, energy time, and digital money. My name's Andrew Tanswell. I'd be delighted to chat with anybody in the room about this as we go ahead.